All right, so Aries, the overall energy of your reading is the Star. This is the card for Aquarius. Aquarius might be strong in your chart or someone else's chart around this reading. It's a very spiritual card. It is about like seeing your own reflection in that pool of water or remembering the essence of who you are. It's healing. It's a very deep healing card right down to your bare bones. This is surrounding your entire reading. So what's going on here? Up here in your own energy, your highest energy, your highest, is the Eight of Swords. So you've been feeling bound, trapped, like you can't find your way. There is a lot of truth and a lot of clarity. That's what swords are all around you. You don't see them. You're not sure. You're unclear about your path forward. And so you're feeling kind of stuck, like you just can't see clearly ahead of you. So this is part of your healing process. These are the two highest energy cards in your entire reading. So next to the Eight of Swords is the Emperor. This is the card for Aries. So Aries might be strong in your chart or someone else's chart around this reading. Well, I know it's strong in your chart. So, the Emperor here, this is like sitting on a throne, being kind of stubborn, This is not moving forward, really. It's more like observation, okay? So the Emperor, next to the Eight of Swords, is telling me that you're going through all this healing. You've kind of been stuck in one place. You haven't been able to move forward. And you're kind of being stubborn about how you're going to go about this. What does it look like moving forward? What do you want from life? Because that's what the Star card is all about. And so it looks like you're going to try to hold true to yourself. That stubbornness can really come in handy when you're trying to hold true to yourself. You're very well liked. You're very well respected. You might be a leader in your profession. And so the Emperor here, it's a good card for you to have in your highest energy, even though it is the card for Aries, but the energy is entirely different up in your highest energy line. I have the Lovers right next to the Emperor. This is a card for Gemini. So Gemini might be strong in your chart or someone else's chart around this reading. But there's your guardian angels and your spirit guides. And look, they have their hands out. And they're trying to bring you together with someone. Now, I think this is someone from a prior life. The Lovers, very strong soulmate energy. I think this is someone from a prior life. Maybe you have an unfinished soulmate contract with. But here you are trying to stay true to yourself. You're trying to heal from probably a prior relationship or two. And you feel stuck, like you're not moving forward because you don't see a clear path forward. But what you don't know is your guardian angels and spirit guides are all around you, and they're trying to help you come together with someone who is very special. With this Lovers card, very divine soulmate. And when your guardian angels and spirit guides are involved, this is important. So I have the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is under the Eight of Swords, right next to the Star card, the healing card. Yeah, your sword is up. You're not swinging it, but you're putting it up, and you're becoming more and more aware of the truth and the clarity that does surround you. And it's like if someone comes into your life that is not what you're seeking from life, you will swing that sword. You'll say, no, you're not the right one for me. I'm still looking. But you are on guard about protecting yourself here from unnecessary relationships. You're still recovering from one. And also I have the Queen of Swords next to the Star. And the Queen of Swords is under the Lovers. This is air. This would be Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. So they're right next to each other. 2 for Aquarius, if we're counting. But the energy is what's most important. And the energy of this card is having your sword up, which is great. Having your hand out, speaking your truth. Asking for truth. This is what the Queen of Swords is all about, through conversation. Now, this is next to your healing card. So, you're seeking the truth. You're asking for truth and clarity. You need it because you need to come out of this Eight of Swords energy. But also, it's below the Lovers. So, I think when this person comes in, there's going to be an instant attraction. It's going to be like when you look into each other's eyes, it's going to be like, you know that this person is for you. And the reason why is because you know them already from another life, at least one other life. So you will seek truth, though. You will seek clarity, and you will move forward with your sword up. So being very aware and cautious about moving forward, even though they are a divine soulmate brought to you by your guardian angels and spirit guides. I have the Strength card under the Page of Swords. So this is a card for Leo. Leo might be strong in your chart or someone else's chart around this reading. There's the infinity symbol. That's the symbol for intuition and knowing. So what this card is saying is you will know what to do and you will find the strength and the courage to do it. So right now you're still healing, and your guard's up. You're looking for things that you're looking for the red flags. You're looking for the green flags. Your guard is really up. You're seeking the truth. You're seeking the clarity, and this is probably a difficult thing for you. It feels like you are used to going through life with your sword down. And it took some strength and some courage to put that sword up and start protecting yourself against unwanted energies in your life that don't serve you. So to me, reading this reading, if this is your reading, this is like through all this healing that you're doing, you are recognizing that you need to protect yourself. You need, you can't just keep your sword down all the time and let people come in and out of your life as they want. You need to start making decisions for yourself here. And it does take strength and it takes courage, but you will find it and you will do it. You look, right next to the Strength card, I have the Sun. The Sun is right below the Star. So you're doing some deep healing. And because you're putting your sword up and you are protecting yourself and in moving forward, not letting the wrong energies enter your life, the Sun is a card of fresh starts, new beginnings with lots of love and lots of joy. So something good is coming out of your past because you're absolutely healing from it. And something good is coming in. I know it because right up here, it's like I don't know exactly when your guardian angels and spirit guides will be able to bring you together with this particular person, but it has to do with your healing. So perhaps you just need to get further along in your healing for this person to come in. I have the Magician, which is right next to the Sun and under the Queen of Swords. The Magician, look, infinity symbol again. The symbol of intuition and knowing. Well, I think this is part of you having your sword up here. It's like in seeking the truth and speaking the truth, getting the clarity that you need to move forward. You're actually manifesting, it feels like. You're manifesting what you want, and you have all the tools to do it. You have the Cup of Love, you have the Pentacle for security and stability, you have a wand for fresh starts, new beginnings, and a sword for truth and clarity. So you have everything that you need to manifest this fresh start, this new beginning with lots of love and lots of joy. And it looks to me like your guardian angels, when it's time, they will bring them in. Okay, so Aries. Queen of Wands is Aries, by the way, too, because that's a fire sign energy. It also, somebody could hit Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius in their chart someplace. The Sun, did I tell you? The Sun can be Leo, and all on the same line down here, and it's also right next to Leo. So, we have the Queen of Swords right next to the Star, which is Aquarius, and we have the Sun right next to the Strength card, which is Leo. Interesting. So, those signs are really popping out here to me. I have the World card here. right next to the Lovers. This is a new life cycle. This is where you're headed. And you know, this new life cycle, I think you were before, you're living in this energy here of the Fool. And this is like throwing caution to the wind. It's like, you know, dancing along with your head in the clouds, living in the moment. It's very carefree. It's very fun. But, you know, with the Fool's energy, you always find yourself at the edge of the cliff sometime down the road. And then you end up looking forward instead of up in the clouds. And so, you know, this tells me you've reached that point, and now you're ready to enter a new life cycle, and you're willing and you want to move into a new life cycle with a soulmate, with someone very special. I have the Queen of Cups next to the Fool's energy, which is Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. So one of Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio may be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. This is right next to the Fool card, so maybe you were in a relationship with a water sign. So the Queen of Cups, though, the energy of the Queen of Cups is, this is your energy, and you're trying to figure out the love. It's like, you know, what's it going to feel like? What should it feel like? What does it look like? Why can't I find it? Whatever your questions are, this is the only cup in the entire deck that has a lid on it, and there's little windows around that cup, and inside that cup are answers to love questions. So your mind is really about, it's really on, is your soulmate ever going to come in? Well, the cards are telling me that your guardian angels and spirit guides, I think they're waiting for the right timing to bring this soulmate in. I have the High Priestess under the World and right next to the Queen of Swords. The High Priestess. This is the card of intuition. So this gives us 3 cards of intuition. Wow, your intuitions are running high. Listen to yourself. Listen to what yourself is telling you, because you're probably right on the money. So it's like pulling back that pomegranate curtain and just paying attention to what your gut, heart, and head, what they're saying, and paying attention to the red flags and the green flags. So it's very spiritual. It's very much about you and what you are thinking and feeling. So part of this conversation, being next to the Queen of Swords, is going to be about what your intuition is telling you to ask and what your intuition is telling you to say, to speak, in order to enter this new life cycle with this divine soulmate. So, you know, next to the High Priestess and under the Fool's energy, this is confusion in love. Now, that's what happens with the Fool when you start looking forward. And that Fool, remember, is right next to the Queen of Cups, which is actually has lots of love questions. All these cups in the 7 of Cups have something in them. None of those cups are the right cups. So it feels like you've been choosing the wrong cups. And what this reading is saying is follow your intuition if you don't want another one of those cups that have something else in them where there's not enough room for love. You're healing. Here's another healing card, very spiritual. See the stained glass windows? But you're getting the truth. Remember we started that the truth and clarity is all around you, but you're feeling trapped and knowing how to get out of, how to move forward, to find your soulmate. But, you know, this time that you spend alone is either meditating, praying, or just soul searching, trying to get answers from the universe. This is all part of this confusion that you've had in love, picking the wrong cups, and this confusion. It's not really confusion, more like questions that you have about love, you know, and a lot of answers are coming to you. So that's all part of your healing process, all on the same line over here. And then under the High Priestess, I have the 2 of Swords, and this is next to the Magician. You have had the capability of manifesting just who it is that you want in your life to spend the rest of your life with, as, you know, ongoing. You've had these tools for a long time. You've also had the intuition, but you've been ignoring it. And you've been like in the Fool's energy and just kind of going with the flow rather than paying attention to what your intuition has been telling you. You've been blocking it. So I think now you're starting to pay more attention. But this is what's been going on. This is what's delayed the manifesting of who you've been waiting for. You don't know who it is, but you've been waiting for someone, the right person. You've been blocking your heart. You had your swords up and they're blindfold on. This is like an ostrich putting its head in the sand, hoping that things will just work out without dealing with it. Well, you've also blocked manifesting who it is that you need in your life by living in the energy of the Fool. But I think that's gone. I think that's done because you're now in that state of the Emperor. And the Emperor is a far cry from the Fool. Emperor knows what they want. The Fool is like, they don't care what they want. They just live and play and have fun. So I think you're coming out of that energy because you're always winding up with one of these Seven of Cups. And so right under the Seven of Cups and next to the Two of Swords is the Moon. This is a card for Pisces. So Pisces might be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. But this is about secrets to be revealed or hidden things to be revealed. It's like night turning to day. This could be just things coming to you through all your healing, all your meditating or praying that you're doing. It's like, see that lobster right there? It's like you had no idea it was in the water till it crawled out of the water. So there might be things going on in your mind even where something might dawn on you. And also, it could be that this lover, when it's time for them to come forward, for you to meet eye to eye, that might come as a surprise. It might be like, it's almost, what I'm feeling is walking around a corner someplace and just coming face to face with someone and your eyes meet and there's just something there, a spark. There's an energy of already knowing each other. And I feel like it's kind of a surprise. It's like just something that was hidden. Maybe this, whatever's been hidden has been around you, but you haven't taken notice. And I think it's only because your eyes haven't met yet. So the Moon is right next to the Queen of Wands. This is fire, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius that might be strong in your chart or their chart or around this reading. Well, this gives us 3 for Leo if I'm looking down this row. But you're an Aries, so this is absolutely, this is you though. This is your energy. Your energy here is holding on to that staff of fresh starts and new beginnings. This is the most passionate card in the whole deck. I think you do have a lot of passion. I think you put your passion where you put your love. That's why the Queen is holding flower and there's a cat. So if it's animals or gardens or people or work or whatever it might be, you put your passion into these things if you love them. So very, very passionate card, but also holding that staff of fresh starts and new beginnings. And we have the Sun on the same line here. So, okay, I have one more clarifying card to take out here. I do feel like there is somebody out there for you, but I think you need to finish healing. You're still in this place of healing and things coming to you, dawning on you. You're putting your sword up in self-protection and coming out of the energy of the Fool to enter this new life cycle with a divine soulmate. So I'm going to pull you a card from the Law of Attraction, Jerry and Esther Hicks. These cards were produced when Jerry was still alive. But Esther Hicks is, I think she's still doing her thing. She's a medium. Like there's a group of entities that come through her from the universe called Abraham. Okay, and these cards are messages from the universe. So I'm going to shuffle them and pull out one card. It may or may not have anything to do with this reading, but it is a message that you need to hear from the universe. And there it is, because it's just, I can't fight it. It's coming out. My creative workshop process works for me. My creative workshop process works for me. So I'm going to read it to you. If you will use your time with an intention to collect data that you may bring into your creative workshop, you will find every day to be one of fun. Wow. So it's just a little bit of advice about how you can make your life fun every day, and you can bring fun into your creativeness. So you're a creative person. It seems like the universe just wants to remind you that if you will use your time with an intention to collect data that you may bring into your creative workshop, you will find every day to be one of fun. And I'll show you that card too. So this way you can pause it, read it, see it, whatever.